gentleman. He's a gentleman.
Man,
Hey, you nerds and blurs and all you hoes from around the world. It's your girl Diamond.
and yo, it's your homie Dark being super chill as always. But we got something a little special today for you. We are going to react to the latest death battle.
Yes,
Um, I am a straight up Demon Slayer fan, and
I am too.
she is, but she's a JoJo fan. Yeah, it's love and hate with JoJo for me. But guys, you're here for the video. Let's get to the video. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, play.
Don't be mad, but I pushed some buttons in your lab and now I'm in cyberspace. Looking for that elusive dislike bar that's been missing for months, but look what I found instead. Spear! Okay, not real beer, it's a bunch of emojis. Listen up, this is crazy. Did you know the Death Battle channel offers memberships for less than $3? I know, it's a steal. Members get exclusive badges, live streams, behind the scenes videos, members only live chat, and over 20 unique emojis. All you gotta do is click the join button and you're in the club.
Rooster Teeth. What?
Tanjiro, the sun-breathing demon slayer swordsman.
Jonathan Joestar, the very first Jojo, whoever Joe.
These two anime monster hunters are as deadly with a blade as they are infinitely good-natured.
But don't cross them, else they might leave you breathless. He's whizzing boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, so I stop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who did before we start? Who do you think is going to win? Like, who do you think?
I honestly think Tom Joe
You think somebody's gonna
because of the training. They have different types of training. Yes, JoJo had the muscles. So those demons, and those demons are stronger than JoJo.
win? I'm gonna, as much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna put my money on JoJo.
You think so?
Jonathan.
Okay.
He's not even my favorite JoJo, but um, I don't know. I feel like JoJo's gonna pull off, and I'm gonna feel some type of way about it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Taisho Japan, an era of unparalleled progress and imperial domination. But this empire had a sickness, a rot at its core. Demons. This race of superhuman cannibals originated from one being, their all-powerful progenitor, Muzan.
Mike.
Who spent his evenings slaughtering families and eating them, including the Komodo clan.
Though one of them fatefully survived. The eldest son, Tanjiro.
Well, the good news is your sister Nezuko is alive too. Bad news is she's a demon now. So sorry, champ, I'm chalking this day up as hell.
Well, Tanjiro possessed the golden heart of an anime protagonist, and he devoted
So
his life
I said
his
roll.
curse and ending Muzan's evil once and for all.
So he joined the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret group of badass demon hunters with
I wouldn't say they're
from
badass.
unique sunlight moving forward. The Nichiren blade is one of the only weapons that can decapitate a demon and end their unholy existence for good, especially when combined with the Slayer's fancy pants katana magic.
It isn't katana magic. Okay, well, it's totally katana magic, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it's breathing, which is so lame. Anybody can do that. Oh, God.
Not you.
It is crucial to real-life martial arts. Deeper breaths massage the organs below the diaphragm, relaxing your body and lowering its energy requirement, while simultaneously giving you more energy to use.
Tanjiro mastered this breathing shit so well, he could do it in his sleep. Literally 24 24/7.
This is total concentration breathing, a technique developed by the Demon Slayers in order to massively increase their physical abilities to match their blatantly superior foes. Through the measured intake of oxygen, users can boost their concentration, reactions, and even manipulate the flow of their blood. This can help in slowing down poisons or speeding up the coagulation of wounds.
Which means he can use it to quickly recover in case of injury or fatigue, and Demon Slayers can combine their breathing with their blades for, well, katana magic.
Each breathing style is a separate form of sword combat. The first form Tanjiro mastered was water breathing, a flexible defensive style where a user's blade summons water to slice like a raging current.
Tanjiro's literal boneheaded stubbornness made him a prodigy Demon Slayer in no time.
He proved to be a tactical genius in combat, able to discern an opponent's weaknesses and exploit them in the heat of the moment. It was almost as if demon slaying was in his very blood.
Because it was. Hundreds of years ago, the creator of the very first breathing style taught this knowledge to Tanjiro's ancestors, who passed it down to Tanjiro himself.
This was the dance of the fire god, the Hinokami Kagura, sun breathing.
With sun breathing, Tanjiro's sword bursts into godlike flames that slow a demon's healing factor and can turn into a wicked fire dragon.
Sun breathing increases Tanjiro's speed and power, but at a cost. It will quickly tire him out, and overuse could severely debilitate him.
Which can also turn on this really distracting birthmark on his forehead.
Through intense stress and exertion, Tanjiro can activate this Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his already crazy strength and speed even further.
And gives him access to the see-through world. Basically, it slows down time for Tanjiro and gives him X-ray vision.
This allows him such a precise understanding of his opponent's muscle movements that he can
So
predict
he got
their
X-ray
future
vision too.
actions. Sort of like
That's right. Also, man, we should have said this before, but I think it's too late. It's like spoiler alert for you non
Manga readers.
If you're watching this, you're like, oh man, I can't wait for the next season of Demon Slayer to come out, and you're just like, oh, wow, this happened. So yeah, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. My bad, it's my bad. Let's go.
spider sense. He can even do the same with just the sense of smell. No Demon Slayer mark needed. Not only can his nose detect people from hundreds of yards away, it lets him find an opponent's opening in battle even easier than before.
You'd think being an anime swordsman would make Tanjiro even edgier than his blade, but he's basically the group mom, with an innocent little cherub sweetness matched only by his raw badassery.
Tanjiro is tough enough to survive being stabbed in the stomach, fast enough to
They're
dodge,
always like the
and
group
strong
mom.
enough to
Detsu's the
slice
same
and
way.
derail a literal demon.
And even turned himself into a train with funniest shit I've ever seen. And this demon, Doma, was able to breathe the air into this giant ice statue in only a few seconds. That takes a lot of energy.
And Tanjiro's managed to keep up with similarly powerful demons like Hantengu, Akasu, and eventually the strongest of
My
all,
boo,
Uzan.
Akusa.
With the help of his friends, of course.
It would take all their efforts and countless sacrifices, but Tanjiro and the Demon Slayers would continue to fight to realize their dream of a world that is safe for humanity. And whatever in those things.
All right, Jojo.
Victoria in England! An infamously shit-tastic time to be alive.
Whether you were a lowly street rat,
Do you know who that? Do you know who that was?
Okay, well, that last
Mhm.
one.
That first
Yes,
character
unless your dad,
that was killing somebody.
decided to adopt the
Jack
single
the Ripper.
greatest asshole in human history and make him your brother. That'd make you one unlucky schmuck.
That would make you Jonathan Joestar.
Hadn't you heard, Wiz? Everybody just called him Jojo.
In an effort to take the Joestar fortune for himself, Jonathan's new
That's
brother Dio dedicated his life to breaking Jonathan emotionally, turning him into a docile puppet. But after being bullied, beaten, and thoroughly traumatized, something awakened deep in Jonathan's heart. The raging fire of a gentleman.
I don't think beating the living piss out of Dio was gentle, but it sure was satisfying. Too bad
Yes,
it
it
didn't last forever, because only a few years later, Dio got his revenge when he turned into a vampire and killed Papa Joestar. Classic Dio.
With
Yeah,
Dio now bent on world domination. Jonathan would do more than his righteous fists to save the day.
Yeah, he needed a creepy floating Italian man that punches frogs with the power of the sun.
It wasn't just any creepy floating Italian man. It was Will Antonio Zeppelin, a practitioner of Haman, an ancient martial art design.
So hold up. Have you seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
During quarantine. That's why I started watching JoJo.
The frog shocked you.
I know.
I think the dog.
Yeah,
The frog is
Specifically to do battle against vampires like Dio. Through their breaths, Haman users can blast a hot electric ripple out of their bodies and flood it into their opponents.
That's what Haman means in English. The ripple. Man, if I had a nickel for every anime protagonist who killed monsters with the power of breathing, well, that'd be 2 nickels. But let's agree, it's weird that it happened twice.
Haman energy massively increases a user's physical abilities and allows them to disintegrate vampires with a single punch. In order to fight Dio, Zeppelin taught Jonathan everything he knew.
Like the Zoom punch, where Jonathan stretches his arm and punches an opponent from far away like he chopped on a gum fruit. He does this by using the ripple to dull the pain of dislocating his shoulder before snapping it back. That might sound crazy, but there are real-life examples of breathing basically giving people superpowers.
Like the Dutch adventurer Wim Hof, who can survive being nearly totally submerged in ice water for almost 2 hours. Through forced exhalation, Hof drops his oxygen levels in order to supercharge his body's thermoregulation and release euphoric chemicals to numb the pain, just like the Zoom punch.
It's basically just like the IDMC.
Yo.
Which in circulates.
We got a real life JoJo walk around here. We got real life JoJo
Like
walk around
walking on water, magnetizing plants, or controlling an enemy's muscle. It can even be transferred to solid surfaces like metal.
And he can catch his fists on fire and slam you senseless with his patented sunlight yellow overdrive. It'll leave any monster smiling and satisfied.
Jonathan took these skills as he, Zeppelin, and the definitely not just there for exposition Speedwagon invaded Dio's domain and waged war against an army of bloodthirsty zombies.
Including Dio's right-hand monsters, Rupert and Tarkus. Tarkus was strong enough to rip entire boulders out of the ground and slice through a cliff with one swing. He could even snap Jojo's neck and cut our old pal Zeppeli in half. Rest in peace, creepy floating Italian man. Sorry you had to be born the mentor. Hope none of your relatives die horrifying deaths too.
Before becoming Zeppeli's last act of passive cripple, Jonathan not only allowing
Same with Demon Slayer.
broken neck, but also combined
Somebody gotta die.
And making Jojo strong enough to cut through Tarkus's giant arm. Not with his nifty new sword. Look, with his bare goddamn hand.
With this power boost, Jonathan faced Dio once and for all, and fisted him with his raging hot ripple.
Fisted.
Fisted him.
Wow.
Like Joseph can dodge beams of light too.
But more than his strength or speed, or even Haman, Jonathan's greatest strength was always his intelligence and unstoppable determination. It was that burning drive for justice that defeated Dio all those years ago, and the same one that defeated him again. But this victory was bittersweet.
He may be built like a brick shithouse, but Jonathan's personality
Even
after everything Dio did to him, all the lies and abuse and dad murder, Jonathan still loved him like a brother, and still cried those hot, wet 80s man-made tears.
And even after Dio returned on Jonathan's wedding night to murder him and steal his body, Jonathan sacrificed himself so his wife and unborn child could escape. But he did not die in vain. His bloodline would continue throughout the ages, spawning a line of illustrious and bizarre heroes who would crush Dio's plans and save the year.
And they all had one thing in common. His name. Jojo. Wait, is the ripple in it?
All right.
That to be continued.
Bets are set in front of the
Is
data through all
iconic.
It's time for death. The death battle is survive battle.
Most of us.
Fast forward.
That's what we're skipping it.
Yes, we are. If we won't need the babble.
You might need to babble. Well, you know what? I'm going to put on.
Paid dividends.
Congratulations. But now, thanks to Babel,
You what?
the language learning app that sold more than 10 million, there's an addictively
We are going to. I'm show of solidarity for my Demon Slayer people. I'm going to throw this on, even though I said he might not win.
Where's
Oh, look, I got you. Got you right here. I got you. I got you. All right. Let's go. Let's go. No babble.
no babble?
I mean, we could babble.
No, we don't need a babble. We can go on.
Next.
No babble, no babble, no babble. No.
All right.
That's Babel.com. Language life.
The sign! I've sworn to slay all of Dio's demonic minions. Don't know who you are. Leave her alone, you poor wretch. Shackled by the chains of this party's insidious mind control. On my honor, as a gentleman, I will free you! I'm sorry, sir.
Okay.
Did you bump your head? Total concentration. What breathing? No. You fight with valor, noble swordsman, and I know the burning passion of my heart will carry me through.
Sounds like some Jonathan.
I wonder if we have a caretaker nearby.
Yep.
You're mine, Frank. Fine, good work.
Right. Oh, Pokeball? Pokeball?
Well,
He hit that dude like a baseball.
no coming.
Now, Tanjiro, you knew better to do that because you don't have no time.
Nice. Incredible. You could teach me a thing or two. That means I know how to stop him. He's focusing on my neck. Does he know? Silver.
That's what I had. So this idea killed him. This idea.
Oh.
Doctor said, like he would have been. I mean, like he would have been.
He stays. Heat into my lungs.
Are you gonna go?
2 inches off.
Oh.
He died.
Oh.
Yeah, he can manipulate.
Oh.
No, he
Yeah.
can manipulate his organs. Remember?
Yeah. On my honor, as a gentleman, I will protect her with my life.
He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman.
Man, you just kicked the shit out of this guy. And then you're like, oh,
I'm crying.
my bad. Your sister. Well, she doesn't have a brother anymore, but I'm gonna do the honorable thing and take care of her.
If that was the case, then you shouldn't even did that. You shouldn't even did that to Tanjiro if you were gonna take care of the sister from the get go.
Wow. Ugh. Typical JoJo. Ugh.
I want to see what happened. Come on, I want to see what happened.
Please don't touch me. Paper, Tanjiro did initially seem to have more advantages in this bout.
For sure. He'd been training for way longer than Jonathan, and with way more experienced teachers. Tanjiro's Demon Slayer journey took place over a couple of years, while Jonathan's Ripple training was less than a month.
Tanjiro was obviously a superior swordsman with a variety of powerful techniques and katana magic, while Jonathan really only improvised as a swordsman.
But that's where the advantages stop. Sure, Jonathan wasn't a natural swordsman, but he more than made up for it in hand-to-hand combat, while Tanjiro was pretty much out of options without a blade.
Jonathan also had an edge in strength. Comparing Tanjiro to Doma and Jojo to Tarkus, Jonathan was over twice as strong. And while Tanjiro later fought the more powerful Muzan, Jonathan did the same with Dio.
He was way faster too. While Tanjiro and his pals could dodge lightning, we can compare Jonathan to other Ripple users like Joseph, who could dodge light, which is over 3,000 times faster. That might seem crazy, but in Part 3, Dio was able to keep up with stands like Star Platinum, which can move faster than light. Dio did this on his own, and that was while using Jonathan's body.
Even with multiple ways to predict Jonathan's movements and see the flow of his Ripple with X-ray vision, Tanjiro would not have been fast enough to keep up.
Especially with the Ripple backing him up. Sure, the water and fire Tanjiro generates is impressive, but Jonathan was dumb enough to power through it. Tanjiro, though, had no way to defend against the Ripple bypassing his durability and directly messing with his organs.
Such as manipulating his muscles like a puppeteer, or directly shutting off his brain or heart, something other Ripple users have done to ordinary humans with a single zap. And Jonathan had the opportunity to do this literally every time Tanjiro blocked his blade.
Sure, Tanjiro could recover himself with a breath, but that'd be a breath spent healing and not, fighting.
And while sun breathing's overuse was dangerous to Tanjiro, Jojo's Hamon had no such drawback.
Which meant that Jojo could keep fighting for as long as he needed to.
Tanjiro was never going to go down easy, but Jonathan's speed, Hamon, and righteous gentlemanly fists carried him to victory.
Jonathan took Tanjiro's
He's a jerk.
breath away.
The winner is Jonathan Joestar.
I knew it. I
Thank you
knew
for
it.
watching. Stay
I
tuned.
knew it. I knew it. Totally called it. I just knew that Tanjiro wasn't going to win. And the sun breathing.
Yeah, that's what took him out.
Your ultimate attack pretty drains you. Yeah, it was going to be JoJo all day. All day, JoJo.
I said it, doing what he did. I'm like, you shouldn't have done that.
That didn't matter.
You shouldn't have done that.
But no, he really had no true power. When you compare him to a JoJo, nobody I don't think anybody
can hit JoJo.
No, I don't think there is no Demon Slayer that could take down a JoJo. Doesn't matter what JoJo.
Yeah. That'd be cool. They need to compare other JoJos to other Demon Slayers.
They would all lose.
But
the Demon
I
Slayers
still want to see it. I still want to see it
they would take that
on screen, on paper, whatever.
They would take the L.
Oh.
But tell us what you guys think. How did you like this reaction? Let us know in the comments down below. And just remember, like, comment, and subscribe. But until then, I'll let you.
See you guys next time. And remember, don't let the internet raise your kids. Bye.